Well, today we're talking about a story that goes far beyond every parent's worst nightmare. Kristen Fridley and Cameron Gant say, like many parents, when COVID hit, they struggled to find childcare for their 2-year-old daughter, Fallon. Now, they thought they had found the perfect solution in their good friend, Kirsty Flood. They trusted her completely. Kirsty had her own little girl, and she seemed to be a great mother. But now the woman they believed loved their daughter like her own stands accused of murder.
A parent's nightmare, a community now filled with grief and heartache.
A babysitter in Sandy Springs is now charged with murder of the death of a 2-year-old girl. Police say it appears the little girl suffered severe injuries while under the care of 29-year-old Kirsty Flood.
Investigators say it happened at an apartment on Monterey Parkway.
Samantha Shelton is speaking on behalf of the Fridley family as they mourn the tragic death of 2-year-old Fallon.
How do you overcome such tragedy, and especially at the hands of someone that you knew and you trusted?
Shelton says the suspect has been friends with the Fridley family for years, and there was no indication the little girl was being abused.
Sandy Springs police arrested 28-year-old Jeffrey Myers today in the beating death of Fallon Fridley. His girlfriend, 29-year-old Kirsty Flood, is charged with murdering the little girl. Myers faces multiple charges, including second-degree murder.
Kirsty started watching Fallon in August of 2020 when Fallon's daycare permanently closed due to COVID. Her daughter was 3 years old. It was a great setup. Every time I picked Fallon up, she was happy. Sometimes she didn't even want to leave. On December 9th of 2020, Kirsty had texted me while I was at work asking if Fallon could spend the night. Around 4:30, when I got off work, I texted Kirsty, "Hey, how's my girl?" She texted back and said, "Everything's fine, we're at the park." And then her phone died. I was a little annoyed that she had let her phone die, but Kirsty was a trusted friend and I didn't have any reason to worry. I tried to call and text Kirsty several times and calls were going straight to voicemail. Cameron definitely was feeling very anxious and he said, "Should we just go get her?" And I said, "No, she'll be fine." I regret that now every day.
Something in my gut was just telling me something just wasn't right.
And then around 9:20, I get a phone call from Kirsty and she's hysterically crying, telling me that I need to come to her house. And she mumbled out, "I don't know, she hit her head on the slide." So Cameron and I rushed to the hospital. She had a fractured skull. Her liver and her spleen were ruptured. I was asking to see Fallon, and they said, "Not yet, we're working on her," and they wouldn't let me see her. The doctor came in and said, "We have her stable, but critical."
The call I came on her walkie-talkie radio saying code blue room 53. There's about 20 people in there. They're taking turns on top of her, doing CPR. I dropped to my knees and I'm begging God, "Take me, it's not fair."
And the doctor finally looked at me and said, "We're gonna do more harm than good. I'm gonna have to call it soon."
Good.
This is what I see every night before I go to bed. December 10th, 2020 at 1:18. They let me hold her, and I could just feel the back of her head, how swollen it was, and her body was purple. She didn't look like my Fallon.
I love her.
You're sweetheart.
And I probably stayed there with her for an hour, just holding her, kissing her, telling her how sorry I was.
Hey, if you related to that video, then click subscribe and ring the bell to get notifications of more just like that. You won't want to miss what I have coming up.